Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Baby Got Scraps, a scrappy inspiration YouTube and Instagram hop. So today I'm working with a yellow page kit full of yellow scraps and a sketch. Now I'm going to go ahead and scrap those 3 photos right there of my 40th birthday back in November of 2020. There's my little Ziploc baggie, and I did pull in some yellow gems, which I don't end up using. That's okay though. This is just all the little birthday items and that I went through when I was putting my little scrap page kits together, and threw in a whole bunch of fun birthday stuff. I do have a couple cardstock pieces that are all yellow and a couple of scraps. I did like the back side of that one page, but it doesn't get used because we're using yellows. So I did flip over and show you that that was a fun baking sheet. It was from a 12 by 12 paper pad. But I have 2 of them and they're kind of busy and I don't really bake a lot, so probably not going to be using that. So I went ahead and took one out to pull in for the 12 by 12 piece of paper that I can have based on the rules for the hop. And while I'm trimming down these photos to match the size that is in the sketch, don't forget to go ahead and check out in the description below. I will have a link to all the other ladies that are participating in today's hop. Some of them are doing it every day like I am, and others are just jumping in when they can. So you never know what you're going to find, but you definitely will always find some great inspiration on how to use up your scraps. So right here, I was going to try to put that on the edge like I do everything, but it was just going to be like little scraps left. And right here is pretty much the normal size of the scraps that I keep. So when I trim these down, this piece, that will stay. I will keep that, but the other little bits did not stay. So right here, I'm going to take the one of the yellow pieces, and I was just marking it because it's going to fit right underneath my photo. And I'm going to go ahead and grab out this is just some mixed media and other things that I pulled while I was sitting here that wasn't actually in my kit. And then I'm going to use, and I do pull in some gelatos. So I know, right? I finally used gelatos. And I am going to pull in that close to my heart thin cut there to create the pinwheels, because there was 1 pinwheel on the sketch, but I go ahead and do 3. So I have this border punch here, and this is the, I guess it's not the notebook one. I forget what it's called. It's an EK Success, but I have been coveting a punch like this for a while, and I finally broke down at the end of last year and bought one. So, and this is only the second time I'm using this, and I created this layout at the on December 12th, actually. So, yeah, I can't believe I coveted it for so long, and then I keep forgetting to use it. So I'm trying to get better with using my punches and die cuts, along with the mixed media. I am trying to get all those things used because, well, they're timeless, and I want to use them. So I'm going to go ahead and create 2. I'm also watching YouTube videos, and I'm just, hitting that like button there and giving them a thumbs up. I try to do that whenever I can. Sometimes I'm not able to hit the like button, but my iPad is right in front of me, so I'm not real sure what it's playing. Probably it was during the Christmas hops, so I'm definitely watching some of those. So right here, I'm just going to layer up 2. The sketch only called for 1, but I definitely want to do 2 just to add a little bit extra over there, and I'm going to get those layered up onto the picture how I like them. It's going to take me a while. I will futz with it until it becomes pleasing to my eye. It takes me quite a while. And then I end up switching it because I wanted more of the cross pattern to show. So I just go ahead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a bead of, well, it's not really a bead. I'm going to run my ATG there, and then I take my little washi, which was funny because it was yellow. And I was like, that's so cute. It wasn't by choice. It was just I stick rolls of washi that I may not necessarily use any other time, and use them for items such as that, the ones that I find hard to use. So just do the same thing so that I will have this picture complete. and I just adhere it down right there. And I'm going to get it back onto the layout like I like it. I do fluff them up and make them a little crinkly. And that is how those pictures are going to go. And I am going to come in with a pencil because I decided right here that I wanted to do some mixed media on this background because it was looking like really white, in which that is what this sketch was calling for, but I wanted to do mixed media. So I'm just kind of doing a little rough sketch underneath, and I do all the mixed media off screen. I'll explain it to you when it comes, but I basically took the yellow Tim Holtz Distress crayon in yellow, my shimmer pen in yellow from Close to My Heart, not yellow, it's in Lemonade, 2 yellow gelatos, and make a mess on the background. And what it's doing is it's drying right now, and I also took some white acrylic paint. I did go ahead and take the Big Shot, and I cut out 3 of these pinwheels, and then I took just a very small silver brad, and I'm going to go ahead and assemble them. And I squish it down, and it's very easy to assemble. You just stick, I always that first one I had to figure out how it was supposed to go again. And they have little pinholes at the top of each of the peaks and then right in the center. So they're very easy to assemble, and you see there. And the pattern paper that I chose was a yellow Stampin' Up! Piece of paper. And on one side it's yellow and white polka dots, and then it's on the reverse side, it's yellow and white script. So the yellow and white script is what I have on the front facing, and then the underneath of the little pinwheel is the yellow and white polka dot. So I'm going to push those to the side. Now right here, I am going to get this onto the mat, and I'm using my grid line just as a border there so I can get a strip, because I'm going to create that was horrible non-straight line. So I'm going to reach over and grab my ruler. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going to create that little chevron print that was to the left of the sketch, and I'm just going to draw lines so that basically I want them to all be even. And I'm going to just draw all my lines so that they're going to all be 1-inch little chevron pieces, and they will run vertical on the left side of the layout. And again, my background is just drying. And I also want to remind you once again to please go below and in the description, check out all the links to all the wonderful ladies playing along. And don't forget to give them love and like their layouts and get some wonderful inspiration. I know they sure do inspire me. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold this in half. So I technically didn't need the line going down the center, right? I know. Now, yes, I did crease that front and back, but I'm okay with that. And I just kind of estimate how I'm doing it. And there's my gelatos. Those are the 2 gelatos that I pulled in. And that is the Fancy Fun goodness. I just took the gelatos and the Distress crayon and ran them in, just put them in a little palette, put some water on there, and then used a block and squished it down. You guys have seen me do that a lot. And then I just splattered some shimmers around there, and then I added just a smidge of the Sundance color to give it a little contrast, and threw in some white acrylic paint splatters. I did gesso in the background first, so it is wrinkly, but it will flatten out in the albums. I do use ATG and liquid adhesive, which is Art Glitter Glue, in my medium fine liner bottle, and that is because it's got gesso and lots of mixed media, so the dry adhesive will hold it temporarily, but the liquid adhesive there just ensures that it will stay on my page for years to come. Now here I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you. I don't make you watch me do this whole thing. I do use liquid glue on most everything that is going straight to the background because we want it to stick, right? So I'm just going to run it all the way up. Now I will kind of pull it up, pull the picture back up. I know, right? Shouldn't have stuck that one down. And there you go, it's all done. I did take a foam adhesive dimensional there and stuck it right over the brad tines, and then I do use some liquid glue as well, but I know they're dimensional, but I just wanted to give them just a little bit more oomph. That one I'm going to run off the page, and I will trim that off later. I do like to run elements off the page. So I get my 3 onto the layouts, and now I'm going to go ahead and start tucking in my happy birthday stuff. So I do take this very cute little balloon cluster, and I just stick it right underneath that one, and then I'm going to come in, and this right here, I know it's small, but it is going to serve as the title of my page, and it says, "You are golden." I'm going to take this cute little arrow, and I'm going to I just tuck things underneath each of the pinwheels. And I also grabbed my yellow sewing thread. Like, I was so proud of myself. I have so many colors, and I mean to use it all the time, but I forget, guys. So I was grabbing everything. So you will see more of those type of things coming into play, because the majority of the 31 page kits that I put together for the Baby Got Scraps in YouTube Hop were based on colors. So I just went through my scrap color bags and just kept creating. I grabbed all the colors, and then I added photos, and then I added the embellishments, and these all came together. I mean, I've only done however many I've done. I think this is the 5th one, but I could be wrong. So I don't want to quote myself on that, because I didn't look before I started the voiceover, and you can get real messed up if you don't remember what day it's on, because, you know, most of us record these well in advance. Right there, I just put a clear sticker, and there's my yellow sewing thread. Now I just, you know, pull off a couple handfuls, bunch it up, and I'm going to stick 3 clusters underneath each, 1 cluster underneath each pinwheel. And then I just take my liquid glue and just squeeze it underneath and squash it down. And yeah, I'm just putting those on the opposite side of where I put all of the other embellishments, and just let it be a big messy knot. I'm sure you guys watch Missy Witten, so you know where I got the idea and the technique from. And we're going to do it one more time. And yeah, I really love the way this layout turns out. It has a couple pops of other colors, but for the most part, I mean, it's completely yellow, and I'm like, I'm digging it. Like, I love yellow. I mean, my favorite color is the rainbow, right? So, and I'm just going to stick that little sticker there that's got a little bit of orange in it. Now I'm going to come in with the Nuvo drops, and that's why I did not use my enamel dots. And I'm going to put a cluster, 3 clusters of 3 around each of the pinwheels. And then I'm going to come in with my liquid pearls and bisque, and on a pose, basically on the opposite sides of where I put these cute little guys. And that's just to add a little bit of dimension. And after that, that is going to be it for my layout. So if you liked my layout, please give me a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button below. I'd love to have you join my channel and give me some feedback on everything. And I am working on a new editing software so that I can film horizontally. As of now, the editing software does not allow my iPhone to record vertically, and I do have a camcorder, but I'm not 100% sure that I know how to do that, so I'm working on all that. So just bear with me. I'm coming up on my year anniversary. I believe it will be January 15th that I will have been posting videos to YouTube, which is super exciting for me. So I'm going to thank you all for watching me and subscribing to my channel and sending me love. And not as much negative feedback as I thought there was going to be. So I'm really excited about that. But that's it. So don't forget to check out the ladies listed in the description below. Bye.